What is up, y'all? What is up? What is up? What is up? Um, I know I have not been on for a couple of days. However, I did post highlights of the AFSP walk. So I did post highlights of that. But the main reason why that I did not bring y'all a lengthy video on Saturday is because a I was just exhausted again. So just need to hit some rest. So that was one. And number two, um, it was me and my girlfriend's birthday. She well, I'm not gonna tell you how old she is. I ain't gonna spill that. But her birthday was on Sunday, and my birthday was yesterday, in which I turned 36 yesterday. So happy 36 to me. And so I know I said the topic that I did last week was going to be tabled to this week, but I have decided to table that topic again. Um, so I turned 36 yesterday, and so I just wanted to um, I'm going to try to go 36 minutes. If I can't, shame on me, but my mouth gets real dry. Sometimes gets real dry when I'm talking. So I'm gonna try to do 36 minutes. But first, I want to say a shout out to all my subscribers. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for caring so much about mental health. And God is great all the time. All the time, God is great. And let's get right into it, shall we? You know, a couple of weeks ago, I um, I actually thought about suicide once again, um, and some thoughts actually ran through my head. Um, some thoughts actually ran through my head where I was thinking about what kind of pills I could take. Um, excuse me. Um, I was actually thinking about were there any pills at home that I could find? Were there any pills that I could find? And um, so that was a thought that ran through my mind, but it was just that um, fleeting thoughts. I had fleeting thoughts. Um, I'm also, I've also, I was a free agent for a short time. I was a free agent for a short time because my counselor had was switching her appointments, and so with two schedule, my two schedule, with my schedule of working two jobs, with my schedule working two jobs, no, it wasn't going to be able to accommodate um, anymore, and so I was once again a free agent. I was once again a free agent for a little while, but I found somebody. So I'm no longer a free agent. Um, um, I signed on with someone very quickly, so For anybody who watches a lot of sports, I love using metaphors, sports metaphors. But anyway, um, but yeah, um, so I had fleeting thoughts of suicide. Um, my counselor cut me loose, so I was fridging for about a couple of days, week or two. Um, and so, but I found someone. Um, First session is this weekend, and I forgot to fill out the damn paperwork online. So, what do you know? Messing up already. But I'm pretty sure something will be figured out when I get there. But fleeting thoughts of suicide. I have a new counselor. Um, Something that I wanted to touch on as well. Um, you know, I was love is kind of a real funny thing. Okay, compliments to me were a real funny thing. Okay, and what I mean by that is anybody who watches this channel knows I struggle with depression. Just about, I've been struggling with depression for a long time. Been struggling with it for a long time now. And so um, and so when you're depressed and you're down as much as I have been, um, sometimes when people tell you good stuff, um, you're not sure how to take it. You're not sure how to receive it, or you don't receive it. That's what I go back to love and compliments. Okay, I can remember several years ago. I was at work, and there was a lady who um, said I had a nice smile. Okay, and she said I had a nice smile. I smiled. I said thank you. Um, but I didn't feel it. I didn't feel the compliment did not feel good. I felt nothing. Um, depression makes you numb to certain things, and I was really numb to compliments. Um, I touched on love as well. You know, I had a saying. Justin Timberlake had a song that was called "But I Guess Love Don't Love Me." Um, it was from the Bad Boys 2 soundtrack. Um, I love you, baby. I love you. I love you. But I guess love don't love me. Oh. And at that time, I was having just a really hard time, if not damn near impossible time, receiving love. Family, yeah, they're VIPs, but friends had none. Um, and it was around the time when I heard that song. Um, around the time when I first heard that song. Um, I didn't think much of it, you know. I just thought it was a pretty cool song from the Bad Boys 2 soundtrack. However, when you have the, there's a saying, when you're happy, you enjoy the music. When you're sad, you understand the lyrics. Depression is more than sadness, okay? So when you were depressed like I was, we you talk about understanding the lyrics more than ever. You talk about understanding the lyrics more than ever. Every time I listen to that song, um, I just became more and more convinced that I'm just not meant to be loved. I just became more and more and more convinced that I was not meant to be loved. And I believe that wholeheartedly about myself. Um, I believe that I was, um, oh, oh, I lost my train of thought. So I'll go back to the point I was making. Um, so, oh yeah, it just came back to me. Okay, okay. So it never really felt like that. So I've never really felt like that I've really belonged. I've never really felt like I've really belonged. Um, so when friends, um, when I have friends tell that they love me, I say it only goes. I say that feeling only goes in like a little bit. It only goes through the middle of my chest, just like just a little bit. So um, I truly believe that love did not love me, um, and as a result, I just kind of became numb to people loving me. I became numb to people loving me. Okay, so if I reject it, I don't necessarily reject it. You know what I'm saying? I don't necessarily reject it. Um, I don't necessarily reject it. I just don't know how to receive it because I'm still somewhat numb to um, love. And this played out again a couple of years ago um, when I tried love again. Um, Not gonna tell you the scenario that had happened. That's a real personal scenario right there. But so when I tried it again, I was like, "That's it, man. That's it. That's it. I'm not lovable to anyone, so you know, you know. Again, Justin Timberlake. I guess love don't love me, and um, I'm more working on that. I'm more working on that. Um, yeah. Yeah. So I'm working on that. Um, Now, the one thing that is a positive is I I I love myself. Okay, that's something that I'm getting more and more um, comfortable with. But as far as love, accepting other people's love, it's kind of like right here. It's not here, but I say it's right down here. Okay, so um, yeah, I also never really felt like that. I've never really belonged. Um, Never really felt like that. I've ever really belonged. Um, what do you say when you never really felt like you belonged? Never really felt like I've meant to have friends. Never meant to. Um, when you're hurt or depressed, shit just gets so complicated. Man, shit just gets so complicated. So sometimes, and you really can't explain it. And you really can't explain it. So yeah, but um, but yeah, um, also I just want to touch on a few other things as well. I mentioned suicide, okay, at the beginning. Um, um, there was a time, and a good time, I believed, that I was just a one heavy ass burden on my girlfriend. I just thought I was a burden to her like no other. And I and I wanted to commit suicide because I thought she would be better off without me. I really thought she would be better off without me. But no, I didn't. No, um, just kept going. After all, she was the one who gave me the thing that I look at almost every day. Choose to keep going. No, she was the one who gave me that because I think you know, she understands the things that I deal with, the things that I go through, the things that I go through. Because she also deals with anxiety as well. Um, so yeah, um, the first time that I told her, first time that I told her about the first time I had thoughts of suicide, I think she shook little bit. We were out to eat, and the first time I told her that I had suicidal thoughts, she kind of shook a little bit. I guess she kind of shook her a little bit. And so, yeah, so I've gotten more comfortable telling her about some of the things, about what I'm feeling. Um, I'm pretty. I know she's not the only one who has anxiety. I know she's had some family members who deal with anxiety as well. That laptop was getting real hot on my lap. Okay, so I had to remove it off. Anyway, so yeah, I've gotten more comfortable um telling her challenges that I have. She's told me some challenges that she's had within her own family as well. And so yeah. So yeah. Also, the more and more you look back on certain things, it's just like the more you pull out. So you look back on something that happened this back then, and you start to pull stuff out. Then you look back at that same thing again, then you start to pull more out. Then you look at it again, then you start to pull even more out. And so I was just thinking back to a time when I was in high school, okay? I think I was miserable the whole time in high school. Yeah, yeah. I think I was miserable the whole time in high school. Just miserable. Um, of course, my freshman year, that's when my oldest brother, he was a senior in high school. And so, no, it was a transition. No, it was a transition. No, ninth grade, transition from middle to high, you know. But no, I got high through it. But I think after my freshman year, I think I was miserable in 10th grade, 11th grade, and 12th grade. I truly believe that. I truly believe that. I truly believe that I was just miserable in high school um, because I was miserable, man. Yeah, I was miserable. Could it be because of the fact that I was made fun of? Possibly, yeah. Possibly, yeah. I think that played a huge role, in it. But you know, other than that, I was just miserable, about as miserable as you can be. Um, yeah. So, um, and for those of you who have not seen all my videos, I often tend to say that I was depressed and suicidal before I was depressed and suicidal. Um, I believe it was around. I can't remember how old I was, but my mom went into the grocery store one day, and it was a hot day, and she asked me, "Did you want to come in with me?" And I said no. Well, she said, "Okay, leave the car running because it's hot." Okay. She went into the store. I turned off the car and I just sat there baking. I just sat there baking in the heat. And that might have been a sign that I was miserable. I was just miserable about things. But yeah, yeah. So um, maybe maybe I went through that for a reason. Maybe I went through that for a reason. You know, um, from people making fun of my teeth, to me being miserable in high school, to me just sitting in a hot car, um, being made fun of because of how skinny I was, being called old grandpa. Maybe I went through that for a reason. You know, maybe I went through that for a reason to be able to share these experiences with you all, and and you know, um, give others hope who may be struggling with mental health. Maybe it was for this right here. For people making fun of my stuttering, I've made fun of that. I made fun of that too. Um, to me just getting dogged on. Yeah. So maybe I went through all that for a reason to tell you all to help people as I'm doing right now. I work on the suicide prevention. Yeah, I work on the suicide prevention lifeline. It's something I do right there. Involved with AFSP, that right there, and also do podcasts and bring videos to you all. You know, again, if I'm inspiring people, that's all that matters. That's really all that matters to me. As long as I give people hope out there, I tried to commit suicide, and I'm not ashamed to admit it. I have depression. I'm not ashamed to admit that. I have anxiety. I'm not ashamed to admit that. So yeah. All right. It has been close to 30 minutes, I see. I don't know anything else that I want to touch on. So I'm just gonna stop right here. All right, y'all. Peace out. God bless.